Hello, Dr. Bennett.
Hey, Dr. Kabula, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good, good. How's everything all right?
Yes,
You're in, where are you at now?
I'm currently in Congo.
Oh, okay. You're home.
Yes, I'm home.
Oh, good, good. Very good.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you,
I'm I'm actually in our village.
oh, okay. So you're not at the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How are
Very
you
good.
doing? It has been a while.
Good. Yeah, yeah. We didn't have the chat last week. Um,
Okay.
oh, well, but yeah, things have been slower, this time of year, of course. So do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Congo or no? It's an American holiday.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yes.
that. It seems
Okay.
that certain parts celebrate, certain parts don't. In the Bahamas, which is very close to here, I don't think they celebrate it.
Oh,
It's,
okay. Do you celebrate
yeah,
Thanksgiving?
yeah, yeah. I went. It's the time to get together with your family.
Okay,
So
sure.
my brothers are spread out everywhere, and this brother is lives close here, 2 hours away,
Okay.
in a nice part of Florida. He's not in
Yeah.
medicine, he's in business.
Sorry?
He's not in medicine. Actually, he's in medicine.
Oh, he's not in medicine, he's doing business.
Yeah, well, actually, he's doing hospital business.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Great.
But
Mm.
he's an executive. He's a high level,
Okay.
executive. So
Okay.
they buy hospitals and they sell, they run a big part of the hospital. They got a chain of like 20 hospitals. And
Wow.
yeah, and that's what they do. It's not any better or worse. The same hospitals, but that's just the way they're organized. That's the way
Sure.
that's in this country. The hospitals have groups, like Humana will have
Mm-hmm.
hospitals. They have them everywhere in the country, and there's other chains.
Mm-hmm.
Before they were owned locally by the people, but not as much now. It's more corporations and businesses that own that. Okay, here's Marco. Okay, yeah, I've got to step
Hello,
away.
Musindo. Dr. Musindo, how are you?
I'll be back.
Dr. Musindo, can you hear me? Hello, Dr. Marco.
Hello, Kabula. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm pretty fine. Unfortunately, my Christmas holiday came to the end, and today I got the flight back home. But I'm very
Oh,
happy, and it was a
okay.
blissful
I'm,
period.
yeah, that's great. I'm currently in Congo, in my country. I'm home. I think after New Year, then I'll go back to Zimbabwe.
Oh, perfect, perfect. You stay
Yeah.
with your family?
With
Oh, it's freezing. It's strange.
Hey, Marco.
Hey, John. What about you?
How you doing?
I am fine. Fortunately, my Christmas holiday came to the end. I got a flight back in North Italy this evening.
Are you at home? You're not at home now, right?
I'm in Sardinia again, but I got the flight this evening, and I'm back in North Italy.
Oh, that's a small 2 hour flight, 1 hour flight.
Oh, 1 hour about.
Italy's small.
Yeah, it's not like United States at all.
Yeah, I think I'm playing 3 hours to get home.
I know, no. You go three change time in your stay, right?
Well, just in my state, Florida, it's an hour flight to the
Oh my God.
at the end of the state, and that's just Florida.
Oh, I see.
It's a pretty big state. So you're going back to work, right?
Yeah. I'm at work tomorrow. Yeah.
It's cold there and it's still, huh? Oh, it's cold there now.
Sardinia, not too much. We got 14 degrees Celsius. In North Italy, 4 degree is a very great change. You consider that Sardinia is close 300 kilometers from North Africa, so is in a place quite hot.
Central. Well, you know, let me tell you something, Marco, and please don't tell other doctors. Yeah, but Victor, I'll tell you later. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you later privately. It's better.
No
So,
problem.
yeah, my brother lives near here. About he's a couple hours north. So we went. He just bought an apartment in Florida. He was living up north in the cold part of the country, but now he's got
No
an
problem.
apartment near here in Florida. Florida is a place you may know about it. A lot of people come here to retire, older people, because the weather is warm. That's why a lot of people come here. Yeah, excuse me. I just said, oh, great.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah, it's the southern part of United States. So
yeah, it's warm. It's hot actually. In the you know, it's funny.
Oh, perfect.
When I first came here to Florida, it was very difficult for me because my body was built to warm, cold weather. I've lived in cold weather most of my life, and when you
from
move,
Boston, right, John?
What's that?
You're from Boston, right?
Right. No, there it's cold in the winter,
Yeah.
but here it's not, and your body changes. When I was first got here, I sweated a lot, but now I don't. My body's changed, and when I go up north, the cold is I'm very sensitive to the cold now.
Yeah,
I don't. My body doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Living in North Italy, for me, that's I was born in Sardinia, so I used to face to hot temperatures. Is totally different. In fact, the first years it was very hard to learn to stay well in this temperature.
Really, you were sick a lot.
Okay. Oh, we write in as Ipe. Say hello in the chat. Oh,
excuse me. I'm just letting Ipe here and here.
No problem. Oh, it's Ipe.
Yeah, Ipe here. Ipe, are you there? He's in a couple of screens there.
Perfect.
Ipe, can you hear me?
There are two Ipe.
Yeah. Oh, you can see that, huh?
You cannot?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see the panelist.
Okay.
Ipe, can you hear me?
There's only one. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you.
You can't see me?
Nope.
Okay, 1 second.
There you go.
You can see.
Perfect.
Ipe,
You can see me now?
Yes, I can. How you been?
Pretty good. I've been traveling I've been traveling for a week or so, but we're quite good now. That's you have Mohammed here from Egypt, and you have.
Let me start, okay? And you can introduce him, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me record it. So, and I'll introduce it formally. Amir, hold on. Let me get someone in here. So you've been traveling, huh?
I've been traveling.
Okay, very good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day. This is Dr. John Bennett in Miami, Florida, home of Neurosurgical TV. We have another Neurosurgical Super Sunday with Abe Cherian. The title this week is going to be The Ergonomics of Neurosurgery. Let us introduce the panelists first before we turn it over to Abe. Hello, Marco.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marco Meloni. I'm consultant neurosurgeon in Gravedona, North Italy.
Yeah, well, a frequent participant. Welcome, Marco. Hello, Dr. Cabullo. Are you there? You may have stepped away. Oh, go ahead, Dr. Cabullo.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Kabulo from Democratic Republic of Congo. Currently, I'm final year neurocenter resident at the University of Zimbabwe.
Very good. From the Congo. Okay. Musindo, are you there? Musindo, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Go ahead, Musindo.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Musindo. Go ahead.
Yes, I am Musindo, resident of neurosurgery in Maputo Central Hospital in Mozambique.
Mozambique. Okay, very good. Welcome. Hello, Amir. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Amir Badr, and I'm from Jordan. I'm working in Ukraine as a head of neurosurgical.
From Jordan, working in the Ukraine. Okay, excellent. Welcome. Okay, I welcome, and it's all yours.
Okay, John.
Yes.
So today we wanted to talk to you about, to the young neurosurgeons, everybody, about what is ergonomics in neurosurgery. In fact, neurosurgery is one of the branches which really do not make use of ergonomics. So starting with, let's say we're doing very fine work, yet we have drills which are at least 100 grams plus weighing on your hands. You have a microscope which you can say it is the least ergonomic thing that you can operate with. You have QSAs which are not ergonomic. You have needle holder which are not ergonomic. So you have a position which is not ergonomic. There is a lot of things which are not ergonomic in neurosurgery in the present day. Starting with changing everything, we want to tell you about some of the things which you can improve with respect to the microscope, with respect to the drills, with respect to other instruments, and of course, with respect to how the surgeon can change with to be more ergonomic with the present set of things. Now, first thing first, 2 cardinal rules of neurosurgery. Number 1, you cannot operate what you cannot see. So, which means that when you are looking at something in microneurosurgery, that object has to be in the center of your field, number 1. Number 2, that object always has to be in focus. I've seen a lot of neurosurgeons operating off focus. This is something that all the amateurs do. They don't continuously focus. So what happens at the end of the day, they'll be doing something which will seem a little bit off focus, which will seem a little bit not clear. And that happens especially when you are not focusing all the time. Second thing is you are not magnified enough. So when you're not magnified enough, you're not seeing things. So when you're not seeing things, you're not able to be operating properly. So that's the first cardinal rule. that what you don't see, you cannot operate. So the most important thing is magnify, focus, magnify, focus. All the time. Anytime you're having a difficulty, imagine, are you magnified enough? Are you focused enough? Okay, number one. Number two, unless you're comfortable, you cannot operate well. I've seen some guys sitting with the microscope like that. It's so difficult. But believe me, a lot of you take a photograph of you operating, and then you will suddenly realize how uncomfortable you are. So to change into being uncomfortable, first thing first, your hands have to be rested, completely rested. Second, the way you're sitting has to be completely comfortable with your head position. You cannot just afford to sit in a funny position or sit with an off-centered chair and operate. So these are two important things, whether we have the present set of instruments, whether we have another new set of instruments. These two things hold true for every neurosurgery. Magnify, focus, comfort. Three things. Then we will go to things which now we have drills. Imagine a 100-gram drill, let's say something like this. We are holding on to that and doing work. Okay. Now what happens? Let's say a good drill. So something like that. Okay, but much heavier than that, and you are doing this work. Now with the current drill, how can you improve that? Improve that work is not to have that drill cable, everything hanging on to your hand. So the first thing you can do is a drill hoist. A drill hoist is nothing. It can be your assistant who can be holding, not holding, just supporting the drill cable so that when you drill, you don't have too much of a force on your hand. The drill bit, the drill hoist that we are designing is something like this gimbal. So you can see this gimbal. Edmundo is an expert on these kind of things. So what I will have essentially is I'll have a wristband with a gimbal, and this gimbal will take the whole weight of the drill. And I can do my paintbrush stuff with the drill. No, wait, the drill will be just floating. The accuser will be just floating. The suction would be just floating. The debrider would be just floating. So have a gimbal which will essentially help me to have no weights on my hand. Okay, this is our concept number one, which we are working on right now. Second thing is the microscope. You know, you have about 15 kg in your front with all the prisms and everything. You have objective lens, you have an eyepiece, and then you balancing it. Many neurosurgeons have the microscope, which is perma-balance, for example. I have a perma-balance microscope, Carl Zeiss Pentiro. Many of them don't have it, so you will have to keep on adjusting it, manual adjusting it. Okay, you have the mag lock, which is not balanced all the time, but sometimes you can balance the mag lock. But what is the need for all this? You have just two cameras, Chipotle cameras. Imagine two Chipotle cameras, and on the camera, these cameras are mounted on a mag lock arm or a robotic arm. Imagine these cameras can be brought to your field, and you can put in something like a Microsoft HoloLens and start operating. There's no need for the microscope. And imagine if we can also put the navigation into it. This is what we are working on right now. We call it the hyperscope. We've written a chapter already in the UNESCO textbook, and this will be getting published very soon. So we're working on something which combines the microscope, the endoscope, navigation into one. That will take away a lot of things from the theater. Your theater will be much, much freer, and it will be much, much easier for you. You know, this is 2019, it's going to be 2020. We cannot work with instruments which are 100 years old or 50 old. We have the technology telling you, you know,
I think we have some bandwidth issues, so just hang on. Usually it resolves itself. There you go, Ike. Can you hear me, Ike?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, it's back on. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Go ahead, Ike.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, yes,
Yes, I can hear you.
yes, good. Okay, go ahead.
So we were talking about the microscope. We were talking about the microscope. 1 second, John.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I guess you can't hear me, correct?
John?
Yes. Yes.
John?
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you, Wipe. We can hear you. Oh, I can see Edward Valencia.
Edmundo?
Yes, yeah, we're using
John, can you?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. No, what I am trying to tell you is, no, I've told about, no. What I'll do is I'll mute this.
Okay, you want me to unmute Edmundo? Okay.
Yes, I am going to, Edmundo is going to talk.
Okay. Okay.
I mute him.
Okay, you want to mute? I can mute you. Go ahead. We're getting feedbacks from different.
Okay, it is working for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
I want, I have given two concepts now. One is a microscope, one is a drill. I want each one of you to go on record, including senior surgeons like Marco and Amer and Edmundo and Mohammed, each one of you to think about and tell us what are the other things that can be improved. Okay. I also am designing another thing called the water knife, which is a laminar flow water at 2.5 centimeter. It will act like a knife. So because it is converging, and it will act like a knife at 2.5 centimeter, and anything above or anything below, it will act like a dissector. Okay, so the water will just be like a dissector. So we are calling it precious. We are calling it precious. Precious in Sanskrit means a water knife. Okay, a knife. So we are designing that also. That prototype, I was last week. I was just checking the prototype. It's thrilling because it is attached to the drill. We are doing it with a company called Manman in India, and they have made sure that we combine the drill, the water knife together, so that you know, after you drill, you can take the water knife handpiece, and with the same motor, we can work on the water knife. So it is really encouraging, and even they are designing. The Manman India company is designing the gimbal with the drill hoist. So I want you guys to go ahead and talk about the different things. I mean, I talked to you about the hyperscope. I talked to you about the drill, how we can take the weights of the drill, QSAs and everything. I talked to you about the water knife, okay? And I want you to give opinions about how we can improve from simple things to complex things, on how we can improve the things. I mean, how we can improve ergonomics and neurosurgery in general, so that it becomes easier for people to be in the OR. Maybe Marco, Edmundo, Ahmed.
Okay, whoever wants to go.
We were discussing about this about ergonomics in neurosurgery. So one thing we are working in is the weight of the instruments that already I've told you. That's very important because if we need to use our strength to hold some instruments, is I mean, we spend strength in do that and not in be precise with the surgery. And another thing could be also the cables and pipes that we use. Sometimes with some instruments, we need more than one cable and pipes connections, and we get a little mess in our operating field. So all of these things we are trying to improve, and also we want to get your ideas, your opinions about this ergonomic in the operating room.
Also, another thing we are designing again is you've seen the Lila retractor, right? It's a bit of a pain actually. It was good. It's very good, but it's sometimes a bit of a pain. So we are designing a retractor which is much more lighter. Its length can be adjusted, and the tightening is motorized. You press a small button, this thing will tighten. You press another button, it will loosen. So we are using a torque. We're using a torque generated by a motor. So this Lila retractor also will change. All this being done with this Manman company. And you know, I usually cannot even spend hours with the engineering team, but I spent 3 days with them because it was such a joy to watch them, how they design things. And you know, ergonomics can only be brought when we work together with engineers. So we've been working with their company in Pune, and we've been sitting with them, and then they have a fantastic, very, very intelligent team, and very passionate, as well as very, you know, somebody who's listening to whatever we say. So that is the only way we can bring neurosurgery to be at ease. Otherwise, whatever they design, we're going to use them without complaining. Even if they give us this kind of an instrument, that's not, I mean, let's say if they give us an instrument like this and say, okay, you do a craniotomy with that. We never complain because we don't think, because we don't have time to think. So now is the time for us to sit down with the engineers and say, this is not what we want. What we want looks like this. And then they will design it. So that's what we're doing right now. So, and the 3-pin, you see the 3-pin, I mean, it's It's a primitive thing, you know. You need only pressure pads. You don't need 3 pins actually. You need beautiful pressure pads with a head support, which can change. If you take the lock off, you can motorize and change without putting strain on the head. You can change a little bit. You don't have to change the table. I mean, you can change a little bit of angle without really, you know, all this can be done. So we are working on completely redesigning the 3 pin. Now with the 3 pin, I cannot sit with the patient's head on my lap because the 3 pin has a large rod which limits me going underneath the patient and having the patient on my, literally on my lap to operate. This is the best position to operate. You don't have to do this. You can literally operate with the patient in your lap if your 3 pin design is better. So we are trying to design a completely, and again, a carbon fiber 3 pin because we have an O-arm in theater. And one of the reasons, I mean, an O-arm is much, we also have the intraoperative 3 Tesla, but an O-arm or an intraop CT is much better for navigation rather than intraoperative MR because the O-arm is right in the theater. We can position the O-arm in. The only problem is the 3 pin and its and their counterparts give us a shadow. So we are designing something in carbon fiber, everything, entire thing, carbon fiber, so that the head is right in my lap. We are not using pins, we're using pressure pads. Now you may think that you are crazy because you're not patenting it and you're talking about it already to everybody. The whole purpose of this is to disseminate information and to, you know, to have people to do things. Not to keep it for myself and take a patent and then take the money out of it. No, this is not neurosurgery. Neurosurgery or knowledge is about telling everybody, shouting from the rooftop, this is what we want to do. Because neurosurgery is not ergonomic right now. So we are designing this also. Once we have by the next meeting in Kazan, I think we'll have all the 6 prototypes. And then we will check them out in the lab for some time. And then after that, we'll adapt them. The hyperscope will be something very, very interesting. It will completely finish off microscope, navigation, and endoscope. So anything else you have ideas? You think there is something, you guys can carry on and talk. Maybe Marco or somebody.
Well, the
Guys,
first idea.
can you say us something? Your opinions?
Yeah, can I? Well, my idea is a newborn idea. Came from my experience. Can you hear me? You hear me?
Oh.
Can you hear me? Right?
No, your sound is not, for me, it's not very good, but okay, please carry on.
Go ahead.
Okay. My idea came from my experience in a microdissectomy. Usually to move the rods, we use an instrument called is a spreader with the extremity as
I can't hear you. Is it audible to you, John?
Yes, it is.
1 second. I just try with my phone. 1 second.
Yeah, okay. We'll get it to work.
Can you just promote me to the panelist, please?
Okay. I don't see you in there. I don't see you in there. Yeah.
I'm here. Just.
Yeah, I see you trying to enter, but. Oh, there you go. Okay, you're in now.
You can leave. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, John, can you ask now Marco can start talking?
Okay, go ahead, Marco.
My idea, hi panel guys, came from my experience in lumbar microdiscectomy. When we need to move the rods to see the hernia, we use an instrument that is as the hand. The instrument is curved this way. I think I don't have so much experience, so I ask about to you, Ipe. Could be a good idea when you work in a aneurysm or vascular surgery, have this instrument, but with mobile extremity. It allows you to move, if you need to move better, an arteries, like it could be a perforant, and move a little bit more. You don't move all the instrument, but just with pushing, move the extremity. So to do a little bit movement at the extremity and move the vessel, I think will be a good idea.
Yeah, so I mean, this is an excellent idea. So what I do is, generally when I have a very deep vessel I have to mobilize, what I sometimes use is I have the Mitaka arm and I put a dissector on it, a very thin dissector. I put it on the Mitaka arm, and then I position the Mitaka arm in such a way that the vessel in the depth is just pushed away a little bit. Yeah. So I cannot use any dissector for it because the dissector has to move as a unit. But the Mitaka arm, and the dissector perpendicular to it, you can, what you said right now, correct. I can just move it a little bit away. Correct. This is a big advantage, actually. But maybe you should just,
some drawing, you mean?
Just draw it down. And from January 1, when we start, we are planning to have drawings from all over the world. And anybody who wants to patent doesn't need to do surgery. Drawings from all over the world, and then we can start to make it. And then, if it works fantastic.
Okay. I can try to drawings for you. Thank you, Jai. Thank you, guys.
Amir, do you have any input on the discussion? Are you there, Amir? Go ahead, Amir. Let me unmute you here. Okay. Oh, you're muted there. We're having a lot of sound issues today. I'm sorry about that. Deepak or Nss-Dec, do you have anything to say? There you go, Amir. Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you now. Hello, Amir? Well, I guess he can't hear me. Nss-Dec, are you there?
I want to say.
Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I don't have any questions. I want to say thank you for discuss about how to work with microscope. Yes, I have a nice microscope, a new one. I want to adapt it to new microscope. 4 years ago, we have Pantera microscope. Now we have Hack. It's a new one. It's different microscope, different adaptation.
Okay. Deepak or Nss-Dec, can you hear me okay? Any comments or questions of Ipe? Hello. No one's hearing me today. I guess not. Okay, can you hear me okay, Ipe?
Yeah. I guess we can stop it at that. If there is no comments or anything, we can stop it at that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it's a sound issue with Deepak or Nishadin. Can you hear me, Deepak?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Could you have any comments for Ipe? How you doing, Deepak? Could you please introduce yourself? Hello, Deepak?
Dr. John, it was my sound. It was my voice. I'm Nashadin.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I joined late. Just I want to thank Dr. Ipe.
Okay, yeah, Ipe is talking about
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's gonna be recorded.
Many thanks.
Okay, it's gonna be recorded, and we can send you a copy.
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, Ipe, I don't know if there's any more comments or questions, but if there's not, could we meet your associates there, Ipe, before we go? Hello, Ipe.
Pardon?
Can we meet your associates there, please?
Yeah, tell me.
Can we meet your associates?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, could you please introduce yourself, Edmundo?
Hello. I am Edmundo from Peru, and now I'm fellow Viratnagar with Professor Ipe Chirian.
I'm Mohammed from Egypt. I'm a neurosurgeon and I'm a fellow.
Okay, welcome. Okay,
Welcome.
Edmundo, we have a conference on hydrocephalus in Spanish. We'll talk. I'll send you a note about that.
Okay, if you share me the information, I can send to my colleagues, Spanish speakers, so they can participate as well.
Yeah. Let me just put the poster up here quickly to show you. It's on the 11th of Ipe. Any conferences coming up shortly? Hello, Ipe.
No, I'm not going for anything right now. March, we have Luis Borba's World Skull Base meeting. For that, definitely, I might be going for that. So after that, in May, you have Kazan, the Asian Congress of Neurological Surgeons meeting. So that is another one. And in 2020, well, we have few. In November 2020 to 22, we will have our own meeting with the Asian Australasian neurological surgeons. So, well, I'll keep you updated. More than that, I'm very excited to have this neurosurgery coach starting from January 1 onwards.
Do you want to say a few words about that, Ipe, the neurosurgery coach?
We'll see. January 1 onwards, we're going to start a neurosurgery coach every month. There's going to be one mentor. January, it is Dr. Atul Goyal, and he's going to show his videos and his surgical videos, do some live surgeries. And then I'll be in the panel, as well as we're going to have some also some sessions where you can improve your radiological knowledge, surgical anatomical knowledge. You can improve your hand skills and things like that. So that is what we are aiming to do with neurosurgical coach.
Well, and what date is that? The first
starts from January 1. Starts from January 1.
Okay.
And it'll be all throughout 2020 and 2021. 2 years.
Okay, very good. Let me just show you a few conferences that we're televising. And Ipe, I don't think Yuha's going to this one. He usually does go, but he's not going this year. This conference is the Neurointerventional Radiology on the 11th of January. We're going to televise that in its entirety. I think you know a few people, Ipe, but I guess Yuha's not going this year. He usually goes, but Okay, let me just try to screen share something else. Hold, just give me a second here.
I don't go to interventionist meetings, John.
I'm sorry?
I don't go to interventionist meeting. I don't believe in this.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
believe
Okay. Well, okay. Anyways, this is another conference we're televising for Edmundo from Mexico mostly. Hydrocephalia. Yo voy a mandar el flag, banner.
Okay.
Y si tú quieres presentar un amigo, yo voy a mandar información. I'm going to send you the information, but we have some
Okay,
openings.
that's
We
good.
have some openings, and we'll be glad to accommodate someone that wants to speak
Perfect.
about hydrocephalus in Spanish.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, I'd like to thank you very much for coming out again Sunday, and January 1st, I guess we'll be seeing you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, John.
Okay, very good. Thanks, gentlemen, for coming. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much, John. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, all of you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to stick around for a few minutes. Hey, Ipe, if there's anything we can do to help the microscope projects, let us know.
Well, you can put me in touch with the tech guys if you know somebody.
Okay, what companies? Which? Okay.
Microsoft or maybe Alcuria or somebody who makes cameras or somebody who is into robotics and things, primarily guys who can have visualization devices like the Microsoft HoloLens 2 and things like that.
Okay, there's a couple of people that come to mind as far as that. And we could even have a video chat with them and you could explore what they can do.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this company, this Manman company guys to talk about, the engineering guys to talk about what projects we're doing. So that, we're not worried about patents, we're not worried about anything. We just want the rest of the neurosurgeons to pull in and give us some ideas.
Yeah.
Make it their way or whatever. I mean, we're not interested in patents, we're not interested in anything else. We just want to make this thing and we just want to make neurosurgery easier.
Well, hopefully this technology of Zoom can increase interaction between engineers and neurosurgeons. Hope engineers can get on these webcasts and maybe comment on various things, possibilities, and surgeons maybe can ask them questions about, can you do this? Can you do that? Do you know what I mean? Putting the engineers with
yes,
neurosurgeons.
yes, absolutely. This is what we are looking forward to.
Он должен отправить к нейрохирургу. Передайте доктору.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Oh, Nss-Dec, and Nss-Dec is coming to be one of your fellows, and he's here now. Nss-Dec, can you hear me? Okay, Nss-Dec.
Where is he from?
Yeah, you're coming. You're going to Nepal, Nss-Dec.
Hope to be fellows soon.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
From Kurdistan, Iraq.
You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome.
He's coming. He's coming.
Is Tajikistan near you?
Oh no, we are in Iraq. Have you heard about Iraq or not?
Yeah. So, well, I was going to Tajikistan next month. In January last week, I'm in Tajikistan. So I was. If you are from Iraq, you are most welcome here. You have a very warm welcome, and tell me what your subspecialty is. If it is not spine, then we'll be able to help you.
It's definitely not spine. Skull base.
Well, if it's skull base, don't worry about any other place. Just come down, then you will learn a lot. I can be sure.
Many thanks. Many thanks.
Very good. Now, Musindo, welcome, Musindo. Do you know Dr. Kazadi? Musindo?
I know from
Kazadi is
Nss-Dec
from
TV.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know
Kazadi is
him
from
from
Africa. And, he's my very good. He's like brother for me.
Yeah, Musindo, Ipa's a friend of Dr. Kazadi.
He's a very good friend of me.
Yeah.
Kazadi, Kazadi Kalangu.
Okay.
Guys, I'm sorry. I have to go. Have my lunch.
Oh, thank you very much, Marco, for coming.
Thank you, Hype. Thank you, everybody, guys.
Thank you. Buongiorno.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
See you guys. See you, Marco. See you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Amir. Hello, Amir. Amir, are you there? Okay. Okay. Okay, hey Musindo.
Yes.
So how have you been?
I'm fine.
You are our best student.
I will try to do my best. So I'm learning from in this program very well.
Well, that's good. That's good. Now, what year are you? You're in medical school, right?
Now I'm doing a neurosurgery residence.
Oh, I'm sorry. What year?
I'm in second year.
Oh, very good. So you are learning things from these?
I'm learning.
Good. I'm glad. Because that is the reason what we're doing this education.
Yes. Even I'm planning to go in neurosurgery coach.
You may go to Nepal?
No. In Nepal. I'm planning. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nepal.
Oh,
Yes,
Nepal.
Nepal.
I was there. I went there.
Okay.
I went for 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah. Meeting, filming, doing conferences and things like that.
Okay. Yes. Very good. I look for the program, and I think that it could be very wonderful. It's very interesting for me.
Yes. You see, it's you will meet a lot of people. IPE knows many people, and you will get some good teaching. Some very good. He's a good teacher.
Okay.
So yeah, I think you will learn a lot. I think it'll be good. It's not a big program. It's not big, so you'll get attention.
Yes.
Which is what you need: attention and teaching and one-to-one. Talking.
Yes.
Yeah, and coaching like a coach. That's what you need.
Yeah, I need because we have a microscope and endoscope, but we don't use it.
Oh, really? You don't use it? Yeah. Okay. Maybe you
Yes.
learn how to use it there.
Yes, it's why I'm planning to go there.
Do you know when you may go there?
I don't know exactly when, but I think in second semester in final of 2020.
Okay.
Maybe
Very good.
November or December, maybe or November or December.
Okay. Okay. Very good. That's good news. That's good news. But this is a good way to meet because he will always be on the internet, always.
Yes.
And you will be able, when you go there, you can stay in contact with him and the friends, and maybe you travel somewhere. He will introduce you to people in the neurosurgery world, very important people in the neurosurgery world. He's a good friend of Dr. Kazadi.
Yeah, from Congo.
Yeah. No. Dr. Kazadi is from Zimbabwe, I think.
Zimbabwe.
I think he's from there. Yeah. I don't think you
Yeah,
know
Zimbabwe.
him. Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but he's a good friend of Dr. Kazadi. Very good friend. So, okay. So nice to see you, and I'm glad you're loyal and you come back.
I think. Happy New Year for you too.
Okay, same to you. I'll see you later. It was good to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.